real quick, let's bullshit a quick TTTHLFT. Alright. I know you gotta get back. So like I said, we'll do this shit quick. Alright, so we are, what, 2 days into the fucking first round of the playoffs. Alright, welcome back to another episode of Trailer Trash Talks Hurricane League Fantasy Talk. I'm going to change my shirt. Justin, take over for a minute.
What's happening, everybody? So, 2 days into first week of playoffs. Some of us are doing good. Some of us not so much. Some of us, like me, about where we figured we'd be at this point. Right now, I am currently beating Johnny in this round. Guess Jordan is busy paying more attention to his other team so that he can ensure that his brother has to wear a dress. Blake, I haven't looked at the scores. I glanced at the comments section in our chat. I think Blake is beating Mitchell.
Well, I have not looked at other than my score either. I want to say, first of all, fuck Jonathan Taylor, alright? I really think this is some self-fulfilling prophecy that I started with my brilliant song. Was it third play of the game today? The motherfucker rolls his ankle, out for the rest of the game, finished with 2 points, projected for 22. Literally the same drive that he goes out, they finished the drive with Deion Jackson running a wheel route out of the backfield, getting a loft pass from Matt Ryan for a fucking receiving touchdown. Fuck Jonathan Taylor. Fuck the Colts. Fuck Jeff Saturday. You're not a real coach. You shouldn't be in that position. Like, fuck Jim Irsay for causing all this shit to happen. Alright? Just had to get that out. Alright, so, yeah, we're in the playoffs now. One thing I wanted to do, well, we might put up a picture. I had Stanks Ranks last week. That episode that we filmed was really shitty. That was one of the worst pieces of material that's ever come out of the studio, I have to say. And I think that one was... 2 reasons. One, there wasn't shit going on last week. Like, none of those games mattered as far as last week's games. There wasn't much to discuss. And, I mean, it was a long layoff. You know, we were kind of fucking reaching for material there.
Nah.
Yeah, but the one part I thought was good out of that was the Stanks Ranks part. However, I have another thing I'd like to introduce today. I borrowed this from our colleagues at Fox Sports. This is a segment called the SUD list, or Stanks Under Duress list. Alright, I'm going to talk about 3 teams right now that really need to, you know, look at what's going on, really need to pay some extra attention. This first one may be a little surprising to you in light of what's going on tonight. The first one, however, is Jordan. Alright, the reason I say this, Jordan has not had a good season by any metric whatsoever. He is playing me in the first round of the matchup, and quite simply, I've got a great record against him, fantasy-wise, throughout history, and just overall, I've been whooping the dude's ass for 29 years. Like, so Jordan is definitely number 1 on our under duress list today. Second team on here is going to be Mitchell. Even though I haven't paid attention or read any of these charts that he's been putting out, if I had to guess, he's probably putting himself at number 1 in the, you know, his power rankings every week, which, first off, let's discuss the fact that he lost to the worst team in the league every time he played that team this year. Just in light of that, it seems to me that it would be difficult to put that team as the number 1 ranked, you know, team in the power rankings. But also, if we're being realistic, we know what Mitchell does in the playoffs. He loses. I mean, he loses in a glorious fashion. So he has history going against him. He has injuries to his team going against him. And he just has, like I said, that fantasy subscription seems to run out around week 14 or so. So he's got a lot of things going against him. And until proven otherwise, I believe that Mitchell has the same chance as you or I do at winning the championship this year. What's that oofing for?
Hang on, guys. Let me show y'all what we.
Oh wow!
Damn it! It's
Mitchell
not coming through.
So Justin just pulled up. Right now, the Blake and Mitchell's game. Blake has had 3 people play. Oh no, 4. He's had 5 people go so far. He's at 107. Okay, Mitchell's only had his kicker go. He's at 6 points, but the projections here are completely lopsided. Like, according to these projections, I've got a better chance of winning my matchup than what Mitchell actually does in his matchup, which again is what we all predicted. Mitchell, when he gets the chance for greatness, is going to choke. I mean, that's just what it is.
Yeah.
And then real quick to finish up the Sud list, this was not planned before today's games, but I'm going to shockingly put my team at number 3 on the under duress list today. Alright? I mean, fuck, dude. Like I said, Taylor rolls his ankle. I mean, the fuck do you... And then Waddle. Waddle should have 7 points, but somehow I'm guessing it's a blown coverage play. We've been doing this shit, so I didn't see it. But he has a 67-yard touchdown reception. I mean, it is unbelievable. I don't even know if it's luck at this point, like bad luck at this point. It's almost everything that could go wrong has gone wrong for my team this season. It's hard to fathom. I feel like there may be some karmic thing that has caused this, although I don't believe in that, so, you know.
You might want to start considering it, because, I mean, I'm just bad at this. There's got to be some underlying reason for you to have tanked this much. Like, you're...
Alright, if we're being honest, I think it's been, other than the Super Bowl, probably a year and a half since I've watched an entire football game. I think this season, not making an excuse at all, because last season I didn't watch much football either. Well, I didn't do too well last season either. Oh, but anyway, I think I've watched a total of like 7 quarters of football this year. I'll be honest with you, for whatever reason, I've gotten to where I enjoy basketball a lot more than football anymore, dude. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So, yeah, I haven't paid as much attention to this as I probably should have. Despite that, I should have a top 5 running back, a top 5 tight end, and those are 2 of your most important positions. Should be alright, even if I'm not fucking paying attention. Mark Andrews has been almost as disappointing as Jonathan Taylor has this season. And it's just... you know what, though? I can tell you this. I'm glad that it may be me wearing this dress, because I can honestly say I'm going to look better in it than 5 or 6 other you motherfuckers, you know? Like, I mean, Mitchell, God, be like, Bloom, you know, we've got to look at that shit. Brian's not quite that bad, but Brian looks like he got back a hold of that Hawaiian punch at some shit. You need to lay off, bud. Lay off.
Brian, I'm actually kind of disappointed that we're not going to see Brian in the dress for a different reason than than the usual just, I want to see Brian lose. I don't know if you saw that, if you've seen the news headlines about the nuclear, whatever guy.
He would look just like him.
Yes.
He would.
Yes, he would.
Well, except, you know,
I mean, you have to slap some lipstick.
Bigger boned her, and he needs some lipstick. But yeah.
But yeah, they would look exactly like that bald freak in the dress. And I'm just disappointed that we're not going to get to do some side-by-sides of that nature. Like...
Yep. No, I mean, yeah, so I mean, you know what? I'm going to look better in that dress than most of you motherfuckers will, so I don't care. Whatever. What the fuck ever. Hey, you know what? I'm just glad I'm not going to have Dusty's punishment from last year, so fuck you guys. This is the year to lose. That's the way I see it. I'm just going to put on a fucking dress. Fuck you guys. I don't give a shit. I'm going to go home and get pussy after that. Fuck you.
Are you trying to convince us or yourself right now, man? Because you,
No, like I said, I'm at peace with it. I'm honestly, after talking the shit, trying to convince myself, it worked. I mean, this is the year to lose. This is the year to lose. With you know, questionable motherfuckers wanting to see me in a dress, I'd rather wear a dress than get fucking pepper sprayed. I mean, because Dusty looked like he almost died last year. I don't know if that's from Blake's, you know, blatant...
egregious, excessive use of the pepper spray.
Near manslaughter.
I'm sure you're gonna say, no,
do we need to bring the slow-mo video out again?
We will repost the video. We'll do it. We have the evidence of you just very heavy-handed with that shit.
Could be Dusty's weak constitution. Not saying that. Not saying. I'm just asking questions here. That's what we do.
It is a possibility. I mean, the dude did, like...
I legit thought he was dying. I legitimately thought he was dying. I thought I saw him twitching at one point. You know?
I mean, Blake thought he was dying, too. We saw Blake looking for an escape route at that point.
I did not know what Mitchell was going to do. He looked like, you know, the love of his life was literally going to pass before his eyes. Speaking of which... how does Mitchell feel about this thing going on between Brian and Dusty right now? Does he feel a little left out? A little jealous, you think?
I don't know. That's a good question. Mitchell, how you feeling, bro? Leave us a comment. Let us know.
I'd love to know, you know. We haven't heard from you in so... well, I guess the group text is still a thing. Was it you that showed me how to mute that?
Mm-hmm.
That was amazing. I didn't realize the other day. I looked down there and there was like 40-something messages and I was like, oh shit. Yeah. I assumed there would still like show me that there was a message or something there, but it literally did not until I opened up my messages and happened to see
and it'll show you the...
yeah. That was crazy. Who have we not talked shit about? Jordan, fuck you. Alright, Jalen Waddle may have saved your ass, but it doesn't matter. Been beating your ass for almost 30 years. Next week's a new week, bitch. I'll score you by 50. Your other team might lose to this dude here. I mean, that's almost as insulting as losing to my team this year.
Yeah, pretty much.
Have we talked to him? Oh, this dude sucks too. I mean, don't let him fool you. Like, Johnny, Johnny/Jordan, if you lose to this dude,
which
you really probably should go ahead and put on the dress now. Hey, what about this? What about... I don't have anything. Yeah. No, not been a great year for me. But, you know what I was right about? Mitchell's not winning the championship. Brian's not winning the championship, which I called both of those before the season. And I'm going to stick to my gut and say that Blake isn't going to win. He's liked to talk about him being a constant high-scoring team. But I think there is a new champion this year. I think Dusty wins the championship with his mastery of the draft process. He got a team that's going to go from wire to wire without having to do almost any changes to it. Great job. You knocked that shit out of the park, son.
Just fan-fucking-tastic, Dusty. Like, not a... This is his second or third year? I think it's his...
I think he's been in here longer than you'd think, actually, yeah.
say this is like second or third year in the league, so we can't say like you're having a breakout rookie season or something like
this
that.
This is definitely his breakout year, no doubt.
But it is definitely your breakout season, man.
I just
you have
to
killed
say,
it.
I mean, Dusty, you drafting Saquon in the 4th round, stroke of genius. You know, you going out on that limb.
Say if we did an award for like just best draft decisions, that one right there takes the cake for all of
it. Yeah. So I guess since we ran a little bit over with the trailer trash talk. Oh wait. Did I say this before? Welcome to another episode of Trailer Trash Talk's Hurricane League Fantasy Talk. As always, I'm your host, Lil Stank.
And me.
Might have to try and cut that and move that to the beginning because I don't think I said...
You did.
I did?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. I'm like 97% sure you said it.
Because I don't remember.
I mean, pretty sure. I mean, if not, we should leave this in anyway just for some filler. I don't know if we're going to meet the time limit on whatever. We're really stretching at this point. It's the end of the season. All we've really managed is to point out the ways that people are terrible, except for Dusty. Dusty,
you're great. She's like the prom queen, man. Everybody wants to be Dusty's friend. You know what it is? I mean, Dusty is arguably one of the only people in this league I have any respect for. And I think it may be because I don't know Dusty hardly at all. I mean, I know him less than anyone else in this league. That may be why they have such a high level of respect. And again, can't stop bringing this up, his striking red mane. I mean, it's something to behold. Yeah. But, I think that might be it for right now, dude. I mean, again, we ran a little bit over in the Trailer Trash Talk recording.
So make sure to jump on over to that one if you haven't seen it already after watching this. Great material in that.
Oh, arguably one of the best shows ever. Especially those 40 minutes that got cut out where the fucking president called in and we got an exclusive interview. We got an interview with the KJP, the black woman-loving press secretary he has. I mean, she gave us a stellar interview as well. The most professional and courteous person you would ever imagine. Not like what you see at the podium.
Right, just magnificent. It is unfortunate that we suffered some technical issues while that was going on. The footage was lost, but as you know, we are fair, balanced, and honest. You can trust us when we say it was a good time.
And it definitely happened.
Absolutely.
Definitely happened. So look, I want to thank my co-host. I want to thank Evan Williams, and all of you can suck my dick, dude. I mean, again, I don't have any respect for any of you other than Dusty, just because I don't know you yet. That I'll change soon, I hope. Wink.
Alright, fellas.
Anything else. Fuck this.
Go fuck yourselves. We'll see y'all next week. Probably not.
No, we'll be back.